Hey there, thanks for joining us at the Rabbit Hole of Research, where you'll learn a few facts that you can impress your friends with at a party.
Hey, welcome back to the Rabbit Hole of Research, episode 17, the B-side. This is a companion episode to telepathy and telekinesis. You have Joe here, and we have...
You got Nick.
Bringing it to you live and on time, so...
Are always known for being on time. We are very punctual people.
We are, yeah. No, people know it. They wake up and their episode drops. It's there. Technology, when it works.
We deliver them on time. 30 minutes or less.
Soon will be brainwave power, just right there from our skulls to yours. That might be a little creepy, but...
I don't know if I'd like that, but I'm not against just going for it and telling people things. And
yeah, I mean, it'll be... That's the future. That's a fan extra, the super fans. Yeah, so
Patreon edition.
Have you been, since last episode, watch anything cool? Read anything?
Honestly, I've been so busy lately.
Yeah.
I have barely done anything. I did start playing a new video game, Astro's Playroom, for the PlayStation 5.
Okay.
And yeah.
What's that about?
It's a cool little... It's a nice little trip down memory lane for PlayStation.
Okay.
It gets really nostalgic with stuff and, little cutesy platformer. Yeah. It's about all my brain can handle right now.
Yeah, that happens. No, it's getting a busy time, the fall time. I know. It's in the summer, it just went by so fast, but yeah, so.
And then plus we have all the Halloween episodes coming up, which we got all that stuff going.
Yep. Wolverine. Werewolves, possessions, vampires. The month of October is just going to be jam-packed with horror. It's going to be fun. We take the show on the road. So yeah, it's something to look forward to next month. I'm pretty excited about the whole thing. So, but yeah, I read a book, My Darkest Prayer by S.A. Crosby. You'll throw that link in the show notes. He's a Southern Gothic noir author. So really cool. And the reason I read that book was because I think I might have mentioned I read Breaking the Dark. It was part of the Marvel crime novel series, and Lisa Jewell had wrote that one.
Oh, yeah.
And then My Darkest Prayer by S.A. Crosby, he's in line next to write Luke Cage's novelization. So I wanted to read some of his other work. And yeah, it was really good. I can't wait to see what he does with Luke Cage, because it was a really good book. It had a lot of that noir feel, but a lot of grit, and it was really cool to read. And then in shows, we're watching Only Murders in the Building. So I think it's season 4.
I started that. It's pretty good. I just haven't finished it, and I'm a little disappointed in that.
Yeah.
Like, it's one of those shows where it catches me, and I'm like, yes, I'm in it. And then I'm like, oh, I have to go do things. I have to stop paying attention, and then I'm like, oh, I can't watch it because I'm not paying attention.
Right, because it's like it's a murder mystery, so you got to follow along, but they also are doing a podcast, so it feels a little, now that we're in this space, feels a little connected to what they're doing.
Are we going to start murdering people?
We're
for
not.
A podcast?
We are not.
Is that what you're saying?
We'll do science experiments.
You're right.
Like, no, please no. That's not what they do on the show. That's not what we're doing here at Rabbit Hole Research.
That's not a spoiler alert?
That's not a spoiler. No, people. We love all of y'all. Too much to be killing anyone. So, episode 17, we did have a guest on there, Michael Lynn. He was an awesome guest. And if you haven't checked it out, go check him out on his YouTube channel, Rotofort. It's a really cool channel. Michael was really awesome as a guest. So, we touched on a lot of things.
He was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
I think it was a fun episode. And it was just like, oh, it's interesting to see like what everyone's views are with this whole telekinesis.
Yeah, telepathy.
Yeah, that's what it was.
It was both. We touched on both, and telekinesis, we felt we might be able to make it work, and telekinesis, we were like maybe 100% or pretty close to all hand waving them. So that was where I think the consensus landed. Yeah, I think that was the consensus, because it was bioengineering, biohacking, the new organoid for telekinesis but one of the things that it didn't come up, or I don't think it did, was the brainwave based authentication. So like a brain password. And this was a group at the University of Buffalo School of Engineering and Applied Sciences. And they're working on developing this kind of next generation password. And what they do is they measure your brainwave in response to a series of pictures. And it's kind of what they do is they show 3 images in rapid succession, some seconds apart. And then this is repeated with 3 different kind of times. And by the end of the 4th time, the brain password is ready. And they use headgear measuring a combination of blinking, your concentration, picture recognition, emotion. They're monitoring all these kind of brain waves, the alpha, beta, gamma, theta brain waves. They have electrodes connected in this kind of headgear. And then with that, then you can use that to unlock specific to your brain waves, and it will respond. And it had something, it was like 99% accurate. There was only like a 0.52% authentication error rate. So pretty good in terms of protection for that. So something to look at.
Is there a chance that it could be hacked then?
I guess the idea is that how do you hack? What's hacking the brain like, right? Because your brain waves should be specific to you.
Yeah.
And so how do they hack all that signal, right? There's several different factors going into it. And it would be pretty much specific to your brain activity and brain waves. And then you could change it. If you had to change the password, you just go through the series of images. And there you go. You got a new password. And essentially, you don't have to remember it, right? So it's almost like you're not remembering something you have to write down or someone can find. It's all built inside of you. And so you put the headgear on and pop. There you go. Computer open or whatever else. Cash register or whatever you're trying to access. So,
what?
Yeah. ATM machine. I don't know.
So I do love going into ATM machines.
Yes.
Even though it's just an ATM.
But
Sorry,
so
I call you out on that one.
No, yeah. And you could combine this with other more traditional passwords we think about, or in the Super Eye
1, 2, 3.
The optics episode, we talked about retina scanning and how tight that was and how good that can be. So you can have kind of a couple different biometric functions and really secure something well, right? So that's cool. And very kind of personal biometric brainwave and in a way we can think about telekinesis. So that was about the only thing I had from the episode to add that I hadn't really talked about. Yeah.
I don't think I actually had anything extra for this one, mainly because we've been keeping busy with everything.
Yeah.
So it's like, I hate that I'm like, all right, it's hard to go backwards now.
No, it's fine. No, I mean, there was nothing. Yeah, comments were pretty positive so far. It was a good episode. Like I said, so
Michael had a comment saying that he was the most interesting. Wait, what was it?
Well, interesting person at their university. I think. A
of
fan
like,
of Michael's.
Oh, yeah, cool.
Yeah, reread the comments and check them out. And people have things, even if it's one of the past episodes, we'll touch on it. So that's what these little mini episodes are about. Not to hold you up, maybe drop another little nugget of fact and what we're watching and reading. But things to look out for with the book. So
we just had an episode hit 1,000 views.
We did
on YouTube.
Yeah.
That was a nice little surprise for us.
Yeah.
Just want to give a big thanks for that one.
Yeah, thanks for listening and hanging out with us. You have a lot of options for your time and entertainment. Spending a little bit with us is awesome. So hopefully you're learning something, and anything else you want to hear about or have us explore, we're totally down for it. So.
We're down for it. We don't mind going after the tough subjects.
We don't mind digging down the rabbit holes. That's what we do. Cool. All right. Well, with that said, we don't want to hold you here longer than we have to and just hear us rambling about nothing. So with that, I am Joe.
You got Nick.
And
it was a little hole that we went. Nope. This was a little mini hole we went through.
Yeah, that's it. So, all right. You guys stay out there. Stay good, people. We love you.
Bye.